Hi everyone, it's Kay from the Paper Shed UK. I've popped back on today to do another little video to do with book pages and what to do with them. Because all of us, as we all know, have got shed loads of these. So I watched Gail and she does a fabulous job of using all of her book pages. She even has a box full of ephemera with all of her book pages folded for pockets, tucks, envelopes, you name it, she's got it. She does sew a lot around hers as well, which I think I'm going to give it a go. I've picked my favourite 10 out of them. I'm hoping that it's not going to take us all day to go through them, but we'll give it a go and see how we get on. These ones I was playing with a book that I'd actually tea dyed. What I did was I just took a whole book, tea dyed all of the pages, and they've come in for this, so that's good. So we've got a few sitting there. I'm going to do number 1 first. So first of all, we get some book pages. Now I've sat before and I've taken all the white off around all of my pages whilst watching TV. And yes, they do come in if you're doing a lot of collage, but I find it easier to keep the white on if you're going to create this sort of thing, only because it gives you a bigger option. Again, your pages will be different thicknesses. They will also be different sizes depending on the books that you pull out. These are all from the same book, actually. I'm sure I had a tea dyed one there. There you go. So this is what I did. I take all of that off, but they're okay for little bits and they're okay for collaging, great for collaging. So I sat there one night and did a whole book and took all the white from around it. So that's what I meant by that. So yeah, we're going to use some pages. What Gail tends to do is she sticks pages together. So she sits in front of the telly and she will go through a whole book and stick 2 pages together. I did do that with the prep for this video, but I found that my book pages, because I've actually got a book where the paper is actually quite thick, it's made it a little too thick for some of these, because what she tends to do is she tries to keep to 2 pages to make the actual project. So she does double up quite a bit, so it makes it sturdy anyway. So yeah, on some occasions I think you do need to, actually if I put them in a different pile, that I can use the 2 when I need to and use a single one when I need to use a single one. So there we go. So yeah, I went ahead and did most of that book in 2. So the first one is just one with literally 3 pockets. I've also done a little one, or a version of my own, just as a little pocket, just for some tuck spaces. So that's just a 1 pager. I just fold it like so, and it creates a nice little tuck area on a page. So that's also quite nice to use. We're going to stick with this one just for the purpose of the video. So I'm going to use a double one and another double one for the pockets. So literally all she does, it was quite nice with this one because I managed to get 2 chapters in, which I thought was a nice idea. But yeah. So what she's done, that's a full page. You don't have to make these as full as page as this. So what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to take that off there, just so that at the top of the pocket we haven't got a blank space. I don't mind on that one, although to be honest you could take that off, because in fact I will. I'm going to take that off as well. So now what we've got is a shorter page. We've now got a pocket to go on there, and that's going to go all the way down to the bottom. I'll make it slightly lower, and if I end it there it just looks like it's part of the same page. And then I'm going to just earmark that end there, take that off. So this one literally gets stuck onto there, and then this part gets stuck onto there, and there you have your 3 pockets. You can make them bigger, longer, shorter, however, whatever size you like. I just happen to like that size. I think this is a nice little area for a tuck, and I think this is quite a nice deep pocket for tags or other stuff. That needs filling up, so I'm going to have to use my other one. So yeah, I would go round, I would ink them. Okay, you don't only need to go down so far on that one. You can always ink them up more when you come to use them, or decide on a project that you want. That's that. We get this page, and we're just going to go around the edge there. I should have held it from the top, because this is my bottom. Okay, so, and then I'm just going to stick that right onto the bottom, line that up there, line that up there. And then what Gail would do now is she would take it to the sewing machine and sew all the way around her pockets, which I think, and it looks great with a bit of sewing on. Gives it a little bit more interest. I'm not going to do that today, but only because to save time, really. So there you go, that's your first one. So you've got a pocket, quite a large pocket there. That would be glued onto your page, or you could use that as a pocket as well. And then this would be like a nice little tuck pocket there for something small. So there's how our first one's done. So they do come quite quickly. Where's number 2? I sort of want to do them in some sort of order, although I don't have to. 4, 3, here we go. These ones were just triangles. So literally all she's done is she's triangled a page and then sewn all the way around it. So literally that is all that she's done with those. So I'm just going to put those there for number 2. We only need single sheets for this one. And literally all you do, I have to have the writing the right way. So I come from there, I do that. Now you can rip that off if you want, because that would always be something else, or could always be something else. And you literally just glue this all the way down. And my glue's packed up. No, there's something sticky. There we go. Something sticky in there causing that. And there you go. and then she would sew around here, and you would have your, well, you could sew around that bit as well. You'd have your tuck spot there. And that's number 2 done already. We've got a little extra piece there, which we may use in a little while. Number 3 is a very similar thing to the other pockets. We just use 2 pages and just create a little pocket for the bottom. You can again sew all the way around these before you sew them together. I like to glue. I'm going to use 2 single sheets. So you fold it up. That would then be my front, because the words go that way. And that would get glued down a little. And then you'd use another piece or your other piece, and you would create this. Would actually be quite nice. So I'm just going to take that off of there and sew around that bit. You'd obviously decorate it up, which is great because that's plain. So that one would be quite nice for me. So yeah, so you're going to go all the way around, do that, and again not holding it in the right place for the bottom pocket. You could make your notches out of it, you know, however you want to make your notches. I like to do different notches really than circular ones, because you can use lots of things really for I'm only gluing these lightly, by the way, because I am going to stitch some of them. So that's our number 3. You've got a nice pocket there and a nice back pocket there, which is quick, so quick and so easy to do. This one I did on my video the other day for the bingo challenge that I was doing. So this has got 2 pockets. It's an envelope that you just tuck into that last pocket there, decorate that up, sew it all the way around, and it's great for sticking on a page. You can stick 3 sides and use that as a back pocket too. These I quite enjoy. I think these are quite nice. They're quite I use 2 different size pages there so that you can see that your pages will create different sizes. This one's not actually stuck. So you use, right, let's just get it on with it and do that. So I'm going to use 1 page, and then what we do, because we want this, see what I did here? I made this the right way, but I made that the wrong way. I made that the wrong way, and I made that the wrong way. See what I mean? So the way to deal with it is I fold it there, and although that's bare and so is that, because I've not used a very good page for that. So we'll start again here. I get my line in the middle. My words are going to be upside down, so you do it from the middle here, from the bottom of your page. So at the bottom of your page, you then stick your finger where you've made your crease line, your fingernail, and then literally use your letters to make that way. Do the same this side. Put those up, and you've got your part of the envelope, which is now going to be the right way up. I like to have a little hangover. There you go. That's fairly straight. And then what I like to do is pop that down. This needs to be able to go inside this little first pocket. So that's how we do that. With the second page, we then want it the right way, and I don't want that on there either. Although I did this the other day, and I could have actually I'll leave it and show you what I mean. So the other day I made it, and I could have actually just made that thicker. Okay, I just got to make sure. Oh, that one's plain. I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to turn it over. So this is how to get your second pocket. So we're going to turn it over so that your bit is that way. That then goes into the crease of that one. That all gets stuck down. We fold that over on there, and we fold that over in there. This will just strengthen it. But what I found is that it will help to strengthen the top of your envelope as well. And then that is plenty thick enough to do what you need to do. So let's do that again, a little slower for you. So at the bottom of your page, with it being the right way up, we crease the middle so that we know where to start. We then fold that, and we fold that. We don't do any gluing yet until we've got the third piece. So we turn that over to however far you want your envelope flip to come down. Turn it around, and then we fold up that first envelope. If you need this as a guide, just use that as a guide so that you know that your little point of your envelope will go into there. What I did for the Junk Journal Bingo when I did this is I actually put a circle on the front so that it didn't go in that pocket, it went into a thicker circle. Still created the pocket. Then with this one, you turn the page upside down and you make your second pocket. You turn your page upside down so that these are the right way and that's the right way. You can't really do anything about this back part. But to be honest, unless your envelope's open, you don't see it. So there you go. And then you fold that back in. That reinforces this crease here because that's the bit that's always going to be coming open. So what we do first is we now glue all of this part. I would have actually kept that page for journaling, look. So we stick that down, that goes into the crease of there, and you just line it up with your page as best you can. And give that a good rub in there. And we're going to close this page up, which is just there and there. You can either do better gluing than this if you're not going to sew, but if you are going to sew, you only really need to just make sure that it's in place, so you wouldn't really need all of the glue. So I'm now going to flip that one over and into there, and flip that one over and into there. That's that one done. And then this is your last pocket. Glue down each side, lift that up, fold that, give it a good fold with the bone folder. Good burnish with the bone folder on your glue lines and on your fold lines. This will help everything flatten, and then all you do is you get that and tuck that in. How fabulous is that? I think that's absolutely great. So yeah, so you've got a pocket there, you've got a pocket there. You can close this with a button, or you could close it with a circle or a label. Obviously you'll embellish wherever you want to embellish on there when you come to put it into a project. But for now, all you really need to do with these is ink all around them and store them in a box. You could stick it down on 3 sides and that becomes another pocket, so therefore you've got a 3-pocket envelope there, which is a great addition. It takes seconds and minutes to do, and yeah, if you've got them pre-prepared, they become quite a handy piece of ephemera, quite large pieces as well. So we're on to number 5. This is a pocket tag idea. So you can go from large pieces to really small pieces. This one's got a little tuck pocket there. You can put it on the page on 3 sides and have another tuck pocket there. This one would be ideal for a bookmark pocket. I tend to make my a bookmark for each of my signatures when I do a journal, and these would be ideal for that, really. But they're useful for lots of other things, and you can make them in different sizes. So you've got a full page there, you turn it over, you glue that down, you turn it up as however high or low you want your pocket to be, put those up, take your sides off to make a tag, and then you've got that there, which is fabulous. What a great idea that one is. I don't know what I was thinking doing this one. I have no idea. I don't know what my thought process was behind it, so I can't explain it in any way, shape or form. This would be how you would make a larger one. Take the top off there, put an eyelet in, and then you've got quite a large pocket area there. You can create a pocket here, and then you can also create a pocket here by doing the 3 sides. I don't really think I need to show you how to do that, but I can, so I will. So I've got a book page here. It is doubled, it's glued, and all I'm going to do is turn that up. That's your pocket. You can then cut your sides off. I would use a long one for that. I would cut that off there, along with the credit card. Every time I do one of these, I take a little bit more off that side. There you go. So you've got your tag shape, and you'd stick an eyelet in, you'd glue that up, you'd glue this up. And I think I would, I'd embellish on the pocket, and I think I would sew round these. I just think it would add a little bit more to them. Same scenario here, you just get a page. I've got a single page there because it's going to be doubled over, and then you can take this up however high, low, long, short you want it, really. Just such a great idea. So quick, so easy, nice and easy to sew as well. You could probably get, a full day of sewing in on these. Have a good morning of sewing. Oh, I'm doing the top, so I'm not concentrating because I'm waffling. You could have quite a good morning of sewing if you prepped a lot of these. I didn't actually glue in there. Actually, well, that's quite a nice idea, actually, isn't it? I've now just created a pocket, which isn't glued, which isn't stuck yet. I've actually created a pocket. My camera's out of focus again, is it? And that would be a tuck. So what you could do is you could make that straight like that, and that would be a little tuck. Great idea, liking that. So, and you could do that with that just to give it a bit more interest, so you wouldn't have to create a pocket as well. What you could do is take them both back and have it as a tuck. You just cut the same off again. I'll do a smaller one this time because it's a thinner tag. And yeah. And there you go. You've got a little tag with a tuck spot and a pocket. Brilliant. So you could sew all around these, give them a little bit more extra interest and dimension. Really, I think it'd be great. You could you could put a little button here as if it's buttoned down with a little bowstring on. There's lots of ideas really. You could create those so easily, so quickly. Your ephemera box will be full in no time. So we're now on number 6, which is just purely these little pockets. You can just create them like that, get them sewn up. So yeah, so I've just doubled that one up. So you would sew around these. You can sew all the way around if you want, and then that goes onto your on 3 sides. It's created a pocket for you. So these are really quite easy to do and quite can't do it. Well, we could do it with that. So what we would do is we would create a pocket. Now let me do it with a page and then it makes more sense. So literally you can get 2 out of a page, I think, or 1. So not very interesting, obviously. So you could make your pocket that big. So you just halve your page, sew all 4 sides, and then glue it in to your book. If you wanted to make that smaller, you literally just cut it down. Make that smaller, put a notch in it, put whatever you want in it. Glue this up inside here. As I say, I'm only lightly gluing because I am gonna sew mine. Just because I think it does actually give it a little bit more interest. And yeah, so that's literally all you'd need to make those. You can do that and make several of those. Great little additions for a little pocket, and they would go anywhere. You can I mean, that will go directly onto a full sheet, a full sheet page really. We're already on number 7, and we now have, what do we have here? Oh, this is the fold over with the 2 tuck or pockets in them. So what we do here is yeah, you need a double for that. So what we do to create this one is I'm just got to work out how. Yeah, because I did it so it was inside and outside. So this was the original. So literally what you need to do is you turn your page on its side, you just fold it up to where you want your pocket to come. And these ones don't really need to be any bigger because they're sort of spine pockets really. So that would go in your signature. You decorate these 2. These 2 would be pockets. And there you go. So literally you would just ink all the way around. And you could sew these as well just for interest. What I would do if I'm going to sew it though is I would cover this with some journaling spots so that I could sew those on as well. That's what I'd probably do with those. But I did come up with a slightly different idea. Let me just glue those in, which you're not going to do with a double page. You're going to have to use on a single page because of the way I want to do it. And that is to do it like so. Yeah, so you use 2 single pages that are not already glued together. And then what you do is you bring it up to how you want the pocket. You would fold it in half that way. So you've done exactly the same so far, but your pages aren't glued together. And then I would take this one, and unfortunately my pages are stuck together still. So that's what I want to do. So what I want to do is I just want to bring this pocket up this way. So now I would glue those into place. So you glue this into place now with your second piece. Pop that onto there. So just line that bottom up with your page. Okay, and then what you do is you fold that in the middle just to make sure that you've got it level. Crease with your bone folder on both sides, and then I would just that and do that. And turn it round and do the same on this side. Okay. Fold that in, and then what you've got is you've got a folded bit in the middle. So this is where your spine would be in a journal, and then you would have a pocket here, a pocket here, a pocket here, and a pocket here. So you'd have a double-sided pocket idea. So that's quite a good one to use. And again, they'll come up different sizes depending on your pages. You can take the white off if you want to. I think they're quite nice to decorate up these and collage, which I think makes them more attractive. I would definitely sew these, I think, as well. So that's what I'll be doing for my my book page ephemera box, which is what I'm going to be making. Oh, I've got one here, which was for that lot. And all I'll do is I'll just make sure that all these are inked, and I will then, what number are we on? That was 8. No, this is 8. Right, we're back to these triangles. Just wanted to try a different sort of aspect with the triangles. Yeah, so you've got your triangles, and with the piece that I took off of there, I just halved it, and then what I would do is I would glue that. Let's glue it and I'll show you what I mean. So this is to glue. That's all to glue there, just to double it up so make it a bit more sturdy. And then this one's doubled up, so you are going to glue that together as well. And then what I'm going to do is, if I decide which side is which, and then I'm going to put that there as a tuck. So I'm just going to do this side here and that edge there, and then that is going on the corner of my page like so, and then that now is a tuck spot as well as this being a pocket. So that was one idea. Then now I think in a further video of Gail's she actually did some like this, but I was playing around with it before I saw that. So yeah, so I've got a corner piece, which she did it slightly different, so I'll do it her way. So what we did there, because they're glued, I will show you with a different piece. So it doesn't really matter about your words in reality, because you can have them either way. Oh, I didn't do that very good, did I? I want to make it a complete square. There we go. And that's slightly better. And then what you're going to do is just going to take this off of here. It's fine because you've got a glued book. So that becomes your corner pocket, and you can cut this down so that it's smaller if you want to. So it becomes your corner pocket. Then what happens is, I've just done the square one, which is easy because all you do is fold that in half, and then what you do is you pop that there. Now I would cut that down to do that. Obviously I must have done that with that one, but yeah, I would actually cut it down and make it into a pocket that actually fit right into this, the middle of there, to do a little. But instead we are going to make another corner pocket. This. Yep. Oh, that's not very good, is it? Okay. How does that work then? Because it's not square, is it? That's why. Okay, so you've got your point. I didn't do it like that initially. What did I do? Did you create a corner with this one? I think I might have done. And then I might have done that up there so that that could go in there, and that could just give that some sturdiness there. And then what I do is put that onto there, and that creates a tuck spot as well as a pocket. So it looks like that. Okay, so we've cut the bottom off of there. So we've got our tuck, whichever way you want it. That would be my way because the writing's the right way. And then I would create a half, create your, now you can take that off if you want to. I'm just going to fold mine in just so that it's a little bit extra sturdy because it's a tuck spot. Okay, and then you would get your tuck spot and you would pop that onto there. You've got another pocket there and a pocket there, or you've got a tuck spot with just the bottom half of that and half of that, so you just do it that way. Yeah, that's quite good. Let's just do that then. You would as well ink all these. I'm just not going to bore you with all the inking. In reality, there's no need. Know what to do. And then I would glue this bit. So you found your half. I'm going to glue that. And you're going to glue the other half of this to that. Again, I would sew around this one because I think it would just give it a little bit more of a of another dimension really to this, because I think it's quite a nice pocket. So you can do these left or right, so they can go either way. So you don't need to make a decision right now which way you want it. You can do that later on because it's already done for you. So you've got a little pocket there and another pocket there. Great stuff. And that's that one. And then this one is slightly different. Now, she did do it. Let me just see if I can find out how we do that. So again, just going to make that your triangle again. So that's your side pocket. I think she makes two. I think she does two of these, if I remember rightly. So she cuts that off there because that's what helps her make the other pockets, because these extra bits. So let's just make the other pocket. So you've got your two triangles on separate sheets, and then what she does is she glues this down and make that a double thickness. She does the same with this. And then what she does is she goes across there like, no, she doesn't. That's it. So she puts that triangle there and that triangle there, and then she folds this one over. And then what you've got then is you have got a side tuck with a pocket. Genius. You don't need it on the inside. So you literally just, that edge, that's all you need to glue. So you can put that down as far as you want. And then this one just gets, well, you could actually cut that off because you could use it for something else. I would personally use that for something else. So I'm actually going to take mine off. Okay. There, like so, because I can use that on another one. And that one then would need a little bit of a stitch and some glue, I suggest. There we go. Yeah, see, she's got hers that way. But you can have yours that way. If I put mine the wrong way then? Not necessarily. But I don't suppose there's a right or a wrong way, is there? She's done it so that it's fitted on that side, and I've done it so it's fitted on this side. So whichever way you want to do it, you could do it both ways. So I thought they was quite clever, instead of just having obviously the instead of just having just the plain ones. So that was quite good. And then we've got a number 9. Number 9 is literally, oh, I've glued that one. It literally is just one page. So we take one page, we fold it in half, and then all we do is we fold that one back, the outer edge, and that's a pocket. It can also be a little tuck in there if you want it to be. You can do it over 3 sides, and that can be a tuck down the bottom. So easy, so easy to do. So I'm going to glue this one. So literally, you actually have a pocket in there as well. So I'm going to glue this edge, and I'm going to glue this edge, that, and then I'm just going to glue all of that down because there is no need for it to be loose anywhere, unless you wanted to create a little pocket down there. But to be honest, that's a pocket and that's a pocket. So they're ingenious as well. I think they're really good. And you can do them either way. So you could have done it this way if you'd have wanted. Inked up and sewn around, that'd look quite nice. And yeah, and number 9 is done. How quick are they? I'm loving it, I am. There's so much of it. And then these ones were something that I made. And I've got to be quick because of the time. But literally all I did, I took a page like so. So I've taken a page, and what I've done is I've gone up so far. I've gone up so far to create the envelope. And then I want to come down, but I want to leave a space where the envelope, where you can get in and out of the envelope. So I've literally just folded it like that, like you would a normal envelope. And then what I've done is I've taken my this, and then what I've done, because this is the outer edge, comes up like that, so you want it like that, and then I line that up with the edge of this, okay, and I line that, I turn it over, do the same thing that side, okay, that's done. And then what I do then is I literally just get my ruler, and I get my little bitty craft knife, and I literally just take that off of there, and that creates my little opening. I get this and I round the edges of both. Oh, that didn't do that one very well, but yeah, that's what I do anyway. I round the edges of these. I don't know why that's not doing that. It's because the edges are creased. Yeah, so I just round it. I've got to do it because it's gonna start me OCD. There you go. That's because I think that's happening, because that's not a complete. I can live with it. And then what you do is you just glue down either side, and you've got a pretty good, easy envelope. You've got easy access there because of how you've done the opening, and that closes, and that's fine. And that's my number 10. I'd already started actually making these when I did that, when I found these. So I think that's another great addition. Obviously, your envelope size will depend upon your page size and how big they come out or small that they come out. But you can do that with anything. You can even do that with pattern papers that are left over. So I hope that you enjoyed all of that. I thoroughly enjoyed doing these and finding out how to do them and all of that jazz. So I thank Gail for that. So yeah, Gail's been a great inspiration with finding what to do with all of these pages, because I bet you all of us have actually got some books spare that you could actually be doing. So we've done some great choices there. There's lots of different things, even though they're more or less all the same sort of thing. But how different are they? I'm definitely going to start a box and just have book page ephemera in it. It's not ephemera, is it? What is it? Well, I suppose it is. It's still a form of ephemera. But what I am gonna do is I'm gonna stitch them all. I'm gonna ink them all, and then they're just ready to embellish for whatever project I want to put in them. So I think it's a fabulous idea. I thank Gail yet again, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found something or can take something from it. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much. Bye bye.